Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, could you please confirm? Okay. Yeah, done. So let's start the session, guys. So in today's class, we are going to discuss next one. Okay, next topic related to for loops. So in the last class, we have seen with respect to for loops with break, for loop with else. Now we are going to cover the for loop with continue, and second one is nested for loop. So these are the two parts which we are going to have. So here the point is continue. So what is the meaning of continue means it is going to continue with the next one. Okay. So it is going to continue with the next one without executing the code. So now if you observe here, this is the code. L is equal to Siva, Rama, Uday and Sanju. Now for I in L, now I in L means first it is going to take I is equal to Siva. And if Siva is equal to Uday, continue. No, since it is not equal, first print Uday. So first it is what it is going to print? Print Siva. First it is going to take I is equal to Siva. I is equal to Siva, execute the code. I is equal to Rama, execute the code. I is equal to Uday, execute the code. I is equal to Sanju, execute the code. So first it is going to take the I is equal to Siva and execute the code. And what it is going to execute means I is equal to Uday. So first when I is equal to Siva, it is equal to Uday? No. Since it is not equal to Uday, print the I. What is I value? Siva. Siva will be printed. From there, next I is equal to, next it is going to take Rama. Rama is equal to Uday? No. No means print Rama. So Rama will be printed. After that, I is equal to Uday. Yes, Uday is equal to Uday. Yes, Uday is equal to Uday means then what happens here? It is going to continue. Continue means the moment it continues, it goes to the next item. What is the next item means it goes to the Sanju without printing the Uday. It is going to ignore this one and from here directly it will go to this position. That is the meaning of continue. Continue means take the next item and do the for loop. That is the meaning of continue. Take the next item. Now it is going to take the next item called as Sanju. Sanju is not equal to Uday. So print Sanju. So what is the output you are going to get means Siva, Rama and Sanju. These are the three. Now what is the difference between the break versus this one? Now let us observe what is the difference between break. For example, if I am having here break, what happens? First I is equal to Siva. It is not equal to Uday. So print Siva. Next I is equal to Rama. Since it is not equal to Uday, print Rama. I is equal to Uday. So Uday is equal to Uday. So it is going to break. Break means stop. So what is the output I am going to get means Siva and Rama. Only these two. That is the difference between the break versus continue. Okay. Now, yesterday I have received some mails, and along with the some mails I have also received some messages from the students. Now just before moving to the next explanation, that is nested for loop, just still how many of you are having the problem with the loops? Please raise your hand. How many of you have not understood the loops, both offline and online? Okay, yeah, done. So I can see here in the both offline and online. Now just which part, for example, for loop is there. Okay, let's see the for loop one more time. Okay, I'm explaining the basic example. What is the first, what is the meaning of for loop? Okay, so remaining students, whoever has raised the hand, first confirm me whether you are familiar with for loop or not. First question. Let us go with the one by one question. First tell me whether question number one, for loop is clear or not. How many of you are having only for loop problem? for loop, rise. Whether it is offline or online, for loop, exclusively for loop. 1. Offline student 1. Okay. And online students 2 or 3. Okay. Let's see the first for loop. Now, L is equal to, I'm going to take a basic example one more time. L is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For I in L. For I in L. Print I. Now, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Means just forget about the previous one. First, I'm going to write here I is equal to first. What is the first item is there? 1. So it is going to take the first item and it is going to execute the code. So this will be print. Next, now I is equal to, it will take the 2. Next value it will take and execute the code. Inside that, whatever is there, that will be executed. I'm writing here. Now I is equal to 3 and it will execute inside the whatever is there, that one. I is equal to 4. Okay, it is going to take I is equal to 4 and execute inside whatever is there, that is print I. So if I execute this particular cell, what happens? The same thing is this one. Both are same. This one and this one both are same. Right? So first it is going to take the first item, execute the block. Inside the block, whatever is there, it will execute. Inside that, for is print is that means print will be executed. Something is that means something will be executed. Okay. So if I execute this one, what is the answer of this one? First I is equal to 1, print I. What is the I value? 1. So 1 will be printed. 2 will be printed. 3 will be printed. 4 will be printed. So this, whatever this one is there, this one and this one is same. The meaning of this one is this one. The meaning of for loop, these two lines meaning is this one. First take the I is equal to 1 and execute the code. Take I is equal to 2, execute the code. I is equal to 3, execute the code. I is equal to 4, execute the code. That is the meaning. Take every time 1 value, execute the code. Is this example is clear? And how many of you are having this example problem? One more time, please rise. If it is not clear, ask now itself. Now, if I try another example, okay, some other example, let us take this example. Without having the break, let's go with this. Okay, this is the example. Let's try this. And let us see what is the meaning. Now, here, what is the meaning of this one? Means L is equal to, you are having L is equal to this one. Now point is from here to here. Now, this is the for loop. We have to understand this one only. Everyone knows what is the meaning of this and what is the meaning of this one. Now, again, what is the final meaning of print n? Everyone knows. In between for loop only, we want the meaning. Now, what is the for loop meaning of this one? Means first it is going to take I is equal to 10. I is equal to, it is going to take 10 and it is going to execute these two lines of code. What are the two lines? These are the two lines. These two lines will be executed. Why these two lines will be executed? Because these two are inside the for loop. Now, what is the next I value it is going to take? 20. Same to same as it is, copy. Now, this time I value is equal to 20. Now latest I value, what is the I value? 30. So one more time, copy. This time I is equal to 30. Same code as it is, but I value changes. Now, again, this one. This time, what is the I value? What is the I value of this time? Now, 10. Next I value. Again, 10. Next I value. 20. Next I value, again 20. What is the next I value? Again 10. So each time it is going to take one I value and it is going to execute the two lines of code every time. This one, this 3 lines meaning is, this is the meaning of 3 lines. First take the I is equal to execute the code. 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 Is the point is clear? This example is clear for everyone. Now, first time, this is the basic one. N is equal to, that is the one line. One line you have to write separately. That is one time. But these are executed for multiple times. This will be executed for multiple times. So should I enter multiple times? No, one time only you have to execute that one. Because that is separate. That is not inside the loop. That is outside the loop. Outside the loop, you have to execute one time. Which is inside the loop that you have to write copy paste for multiple times. Okay. Now, what is the answer of this one? If I execute this one, what is the answer? First, it is going to take, forget for loop is not there. It is normal lines of code na. If and else you know na. If block you know na. You are not having the problem with the loop. You are having the problem with the loops, but you are not having the problem with the if. You are not having the problem with the normal codes. This is a normal code. For this, tell me the answer. I is equal to 10. 10 is not equal to 10. 10 is not equal to 10. No. So if block will execute? No. So these two lines will not execute, right? It is deleted. Up to here, okay? Now I is equal to 20. 20 is not equal to 10. Yes, true. If it is true, now in the n, what will be there? 20. So 20 will be inside the n. Next, 30. 30 is not equal to 10. So 30 is not equal to 10. True. So it is going to add in the n 30. Next, 10 is I is equal to 10. 10 is equal to 10. Not equal to 10. No, it is false. False means this part will be deleted. I am deleting. Next, 10 is not equal to 10. False. So this is also not executed. Deleted. 20 is not equal to 10. So it is going to append. So 20 is added. Next, 10 is not equal to 10. No, condition is false. This is also deleted. Now, after executing this completely, what is the output I am going to get in the n is 20, 30 and 20. If I print n separately after executing this one, now I am left printing the n. So 20, 30. See, first I am going to take this one, empty n is equal to empty list, second cell and third cell. This everything is nothing but this one only. Is the point is clear now? Anyone having question in this question? This is executed, I have executed one time. This I have executed for one time. Whereas this part I have copy paste I have done. Multiple times I have done. Because this is repeated. This is not repeated. This is not repeated. So I am not pasting. Sir, for example, this is also inside. For example, this is also inside. What happens? This one also has to be copy paste. I is equal to 10. This entire part has to be executed. I is equal to 20. This entire part has to be executed. I is equal to 30. Entire part has to be executed. Okay. Is the point is clear, everyone? Now, online students who are having the question with this example, please raise your hand. What is the meaning of for? For I in L means it is going to take first value, execute the code. Take the second value, execute the code. Take the third value, execute the code. That is the meaning. Anyone has any questions? Online students. Online students. Anyone? Okay. Now, let's take one more example. This one. This example, let us see how the for loop works. Okay. So now this is a list. This all works for one time. Now, whereas I is equal to L means first what is the I value it is going to take? 10. And which part will be executed for multiple times? Copy paste I have to do? This part. So this entire part, if I write here, in this first it is going to take I is equal to 10 and this part will be repeated. So this part is repeated like this. Next, without coming to here, next what is the I value it is going to take? Again from here to here, copy, paste. Now, what is the I value it is going to consider? 12. Now, again. Now, what is the I value? 13. Again, copy, paste. Till all the I values are completed. Every value in the given list is completed. 14. Followed by, what is up? 19. Followed by 7. Last number, what is the last number? 17. Now, in this for loop only not there, na? In this entire code for loop only not there, right? Now, tell me answer of this one. What is the answer of this one? Just first it is going to take one empty list. ES is equal to 0, OS is equal to 0. So it is going to create 3 objects. Object 1, list. It is going to take 10, 12, 13, 14, 19 and 17. And it is L. It is going to create one object OES 0 with OS. Now I is equal to 10. 10 is divisible by 2 and remainder is 0. True or false? True. True means 10 will be added for this. Now else part will be executed? No, only block will be executed. With this part is completed now. Now let's move on to this part. I is equal to 12. 12 is divisible by 2 and remainder is 0. Yes, again true. True means ES should be added with the I value. What is I value? 12. 12 is the I value. Add the 12. Okay, next completed. Come to the next number, 13. 13 is divisible by 2? No. So if block will not work, else part automatically works because these two are connected to each other. So for this 13 will be added. Right? Next 14. 14 is divisible by 2. So 14 will be added for this one. Next 19. It comes to the 19. Followed by 17. One by one, separately. This block is executed, followed by this block. And finally, these two are executed last. So this entire cell meaning is this one. Is the point is clear? First line is executed one time. So one time. Second line is, this line is executed one time. So I'm writing one time. This line is executed one time. I'm writing one time. This from here to here, it is executed for multiple times. Copy paste has to be done only for loop. Not for above, not for below. Which is for loop, that only copy paste. Repeat. Loop means repeat. Repeat means not the entire cell. Whichever the block is there, that block only. Not the cell. Is the points are clear? Everyone? And now for loop is clear. Anyone having any questions on for loop now? For loop only. I'm not asking while loop. I'm not asking infinite loop. Only for loop. Is there any question? Anyone having any question? Now, okay, sir. Now the same way, explain for the break also. Okay, let us take one example for the break in the same way. This is the example now. Let's try. What is this and how it will be executed? If anyone has any questions, please ask now itself. One more time, I am repeating. Okay. By this time, we'll be completed generally core Python and we'll be moving in the Python for data science basically. Actually, in 1 month, first 1 month, we have to complete even the Python also. Actually, by this time, Pandas has to be completed, but I'm moving very slowly for you. Because in this batch, more number of non-IT people are there. Okay. In the order, you can't take like that as per your choice. Whatever the order is there. So in this order, where VS and OS is there, in that order only I'm writing. First line only. Third line only. Fourth line only. Here onwards, block was started. It is repeated. After repetition is completed, finally, once all the values, this part is completed, entire part is completed, again I am coming to the last two lines. In the order. Is your question is clear? In the order. Abhay. Now, let's try this one. What is break? See, first line, as it is, copy, paste. First line, no difference, because that has to be repeated. This has to be repeated. No. Coming to the second line. Second line, empty. Empty line, empty only. I'm also giving here empty only. Now here, for miss, this part has to be repeated. Repeated means what? Copy, paste for multiple times. That is the meaning of repeat. So first I'm going to take I value. What is the first I value? I is equal to Siva, and internal part, whatever from here to here is there, copy and paste. This part has to be copy and paste. I value it will take, and it is going to copy and paste like this. Now copy one more time. Now next, what is the second one? Rama. Copy and paste. Next, what is the I value? Uday. Copy and paste. Next, what is the next I value? Sanju. Copy and paste. Done? Now, after this, anything else is there? Anything remaining lines are there? No. Okay, let's add something. Print Python. I'm adding this print Python in this cell. In this cell, I'm adding the print Python. So now, after completing copy paste for multiple times of for loop, what is the last part was left is print Python. This one also I'm copying. And this one has to be pasted for multiple times or one time? One time only. This is not repeated. Okay. Now, whatever the answer for this one, you are going to get the same answer for the for loop. Is the point is clear now? Now, see, first I is equal to Siva. I is equal to Uday. Break. First condition satisfied? No. Means if block will be ignored. Ignored means deleted. Now print I means what will be printed? This cell will print first one, Siva. Let's write that one. Next, Rama. I is equal to Rama. Rama is equal to Uday? No. It is also ignoring the if block. Now what is going to print? Rama. Write this one. Next, I is equal to Uday, which is equal to Uday. Condition now satisfied. What is the meaning of break means? From here to here, remove everything. The moment break executes, below part remove. Below whatever the part is there, remove. Simply remove. That is the meaning of break. Remove means stop there itself. Hey Syed, why you are asking? Syed, what you want? Okay. So here, what is the meaning of break means? Below to that, whatever the part is there, related to for loop. Related to for loop, not this one. You should not remove this one, which you copied for multiple times. You are copied now. That part has to be removed. Below to the break. Now, if you remove print I, Siva is printed, Rama is printed. After that, directly nothing is there here, and print Python is there. So, what are the things it is going to print means Siva, Rama, and Python, and the same output you are going to get here. So here, the moment you write the break, what is the meaning of break means stop the loop. But here, without the loop, only break part is there now. So that is the reason. Basically, the break will not be executed. Means simply you are going to get the output like Siva, Rama, and Python. Here also Siva, Rama, and Python. What is the meaning of break means below to that, what are the loop related work is there? Stop that one. Don't do the loop related work. Loop related work, don't do anything. That is the meaning of break. Break the loop means don't do anything related to loop. For example, you are going to write the exam. You are continuing with the exam. Okay, I am conducting one exam and you are writing the answers for the exam and everything. Now, while writing, time was completed. I ask it to stop. What is the meaning of stop means? Stop immediately. The moment I say the stop, you have to drop the pen. If you write extra also, then it is not considered. So here student will write like that, but machines will not do like that. For machine, if you say stop means it will stop. The moment it will stop. The word I say the stop, immediately it will drop the pen. Whatever the situation it is. Whatever the situation it is, it drops the pen. That is the meaning of break. Is the point is clear? Break means simply stop on the spot. Whatever you are doing, stop that one. Which one you have to stop means loop part you have to stop. Okay, while writing the exam, if I say stop, what is the meaning of stop means you have to stop writing immediately. The exam you have to stop. Here loop has to stop. After the loop, whatever is there, that you can continue. Repeating stop. Stop the loop. Is the points are clear? Anyone having questions on the break part? Break. Now the same thing I'm writing here continue. Instead of break, I'm writing here continue. Okay. The moment I write the continue, what is the meaning of this? Once again, first line will be executed for one time only. I'm writing one time only. From here to here, it is executed for multiple times. So I'm writing for multiple times that one. Okay. And this part will be repeated. This part will be repeated. And this part will be repeated. And along with that, I is equal to this time Sanju. I is equal to Sanju. And after Sanju, this part is repeated. Like this 4 times. How many times this loop is repeated means 4 times. Because 4 items are there in the list. In the sequence, how many items are there? That many times for loop will be repeated. Sequence means what you are writing here in this one is there now. It is going to apply the length function on that. It will apply length function. How much is the length function you are going to get? Some number you will get now. That many times it will be repeated. For example, if you write here string, length of string will be applied. If you write list, length of list. If you write tuple, length of tuple. If you write set, length of set. If you write dictionary, length of dictionary. If you write range, length of range. Length function will be applied. Whatever the length number you are going to get now, that many times it will be repeated. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? And now once it is repeated like this, one by one, it is repeated. And now what is the meaning of continue? So first it is going to take I is equal to Shiva. Whether I is equal to Shiva? No. So first it will ignore this one. Forget. So what is the output? Only Shiva. Up to this Shiva. Now I is equal to Rama. Rama is equal to Uday? No. So if block will be ignored. Delete the if block. Now what is the I value? Rama. So I is Shiva, I is Rama. Now I is equal to Uday. Yes, Uday is equal to Uday. What is the meaning of Uday is equal to Uday and continue? The moment you get continue, what is the meaning means? Inside this whatever is there, ignore this one. Means only this line will be ignored. Below to continue, whatever is there, it will be ignored and continue with the Sanju. Below to continue, whatever is there, remove that one and continue with the next item. Means Sanju you continue. Now Sanju is equal to Uday? No. This one also will be ignored. Now what is the output you are going to get? Miss? First one is Shiva, second one is Rama, third one is Sanju, finally Python. Is the point is clear? What is the meaning of continue? Miss? Just below within the Uday, what are the part of remaining balance is that one you have to remove. Not with respect to entire code. Only the below part of that particular item. Continue with the next item. And it will be continue with the next item. And you are going to get the output like this. Shiva, Rama, Sanju and Python. That is the output of this. Both are same. Is the point is clear? Continue meaning is clear. Now, what is the application? Application of break and continue. And if you write the continue in the last, for example, I'm writing the continue here. Within the for loop, last I'm writing the continue. If you write the continue also, it will continue with the next item. If you don't write continue also, it will continue with the next item. So there is no use of writing continue in the last of the for loop. If you write in the for loop last line as continue, if you write also, it will continue with the next item. If you don't write also, it will continue with the next item. Automatically it takes the one after one now. Automatically it continues with the next item. So there is no use. So what is the use of continue means? Ignore this one and continue with the next item. So I'll explain with an example. You went to the DMart. Okay, you went to the DMart, and in the DMart you have purchased the 20 items. In the basket you are having 20 items. Okay, and using the 20 items you went to the billing counter. In the billing counter, first they have scanned the first item, barcode, and it is working, and the sum is added. Second item, you have taken the second item, again they have scanned, sum has added. Third item, sum is added. Now they have taken the fourth item. When they are trying to add the fourth item, the barcode is not working. Since barcode is not working, it is not adding the sum. Now without fourth item, now what I have to do? In this case, two options are there. One is break, second one is continue. If you write the break, in the code if you have written the break, what happens means for the three items what are the sum already added, it will create a separate bill. And from here again fresh bill will be started by ignoring the fourth item. They'll ignore the fourth item which is not scannable, that they'll keep side, and two bills will be generated. First bill consists of 1 to 3 items, second bill consists of remaining items. Now, for example, if there is a break, two bills. For example, there is a continue. What happens with the continue is first item scan, second item scan, third item scan. Whichever item is not getting scanned, continue with the next item. Don't do the sum. Continue. The code was written continue. Continue means that part will be ignored. So below to continue, what they have written is S is equal to S plus I. So whichever the code is not scannable, which is not able to scan, continue. Continue means it goes to the next item. That is, instead of fourth item, it directly goes to the fifth item and it will do the sum. Take the sixth item and it will do the sum. Take the seventh item and it will do the sum. Now, in this example, what happens means two bills will be generated. In this example, one bill only will be generated by ignoring the fourth item. Finally, fourth item will be ignored because it is not scanning now. Whether continue is there or break is there, it has to be scanned first. Barcode is not working means just they are going to keep side. That is okay. That item cannot be added. That is fine. But two bills are one bill. Ignore or stop here. That is the point. Stop here means break. Ignore and continue with the next means this one. Okay. Now you went to the medical shop. Okay. Let's take one more example. You went to the medical shop, and after going to the medical shop, you asked some kind of Dolo 650. The moment you ask, immediately they will give. First tablet they have given. Second tablet, now you are asking, sir, I'm having slightly headache also. Give for some tablet for the headache. And they have given some headache for that. You have taken. First item, second item. Okay. They'll not ask any question also. First they'll ask the bill amount, Dolo 650. First you ask Dolo 650, Dolo 650, 20 rupees. Next you'll ask the some headache tablet and they'll give that headache tablet, and now they'll add the 2 that is 20 rupees plus this one is 10 rupees. Assume 20 plus 10, 30 rupees. Now they'll ask 30 rupees. Now you ask the third item, sir, I want the sleeping pill. Now just give a try. After the class, give a try. Go and ask first one Dolo 650. After this second one, now you ask the sleeping pill. In your mind, total 5 to 6 tablets are there, out of which third one is sleeping pill. Now you ask the sleeping pill. I want one bottle of sleeping pills. Just ask like this. Earlier they have given simply 20 rupees, 10 rupees they have added. Now you ask this one. Now what they'll say is there prescription? Say the answer as no, I'm not having the prescription. Now let's see whether they will give the 2 items or they will say that I'm not having the medicines on in my shop, go out. Let's give a try. Or they'll ask, okay, other than without prescription, I can't give the sleeping pills, ask the next tablet. So 2 tablets they will give and they'll ask you to go out, or they'll ask the next tablet without, they'll just ignore the sleeping pill and they'll ask the 4th tablet. What is the 4th tablet you want? Tell us remaining tablets. I can't give the sleeping pill without the medical prescription. What they'll tell you. If they have told you, I'm not going to give furtherly any medicines, only these 2 medicines I will give. If you want, take it, otherwise leave it, means break. They're applying the concept break. Okay, ignore that sleeping pill tablet and continue with the remaining items, means they're applying the concept called as continue. Break or continue. Break means stop there only. Continue means leave this one and continue with the next item. Go with the next item. That is the meaning. Is the points are clear? Both of them? So it completely depends. In one situation, we require break. In one situation, we require the continuous. So wherever the break is required, you apply the break. Wherever the continue is required, apply the continue. Both are not same and both will not be applicable in the same program. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Anyone having the question with the break and continue? If anyone has any questions, you can ask. Now, next concept. Is that clear? For loops till now, whatever we have discussed within the for loops, is that clear? What is the meaning of for loop is clear now? Earlier, whoever the student has raised their hand, what is the meaning of for loop? Whoever has told that not understood. Is that clear now? Okay. Is that clear? Yeah. If anyone still having the questions, please ask your question. I will wait for another 2 minutes. Please type your question in the chat box. If it is clear, write yes. If it is not clear, write your question. I'm going to wait for another 2 minutes. Please type your question. For typing, I'm giving the time. Done? Everyone? Right, guys. So let's get into this. Done. Now let's see with respect to nested for loop. After completing nested for loop, I'll come back to the while loop and infinite loop. What are the questions you are having in that loops? And finally, I will tell you in which case you have to go with the for, which case while, which case infinite. I will tell you with an application. Okay. Now let's move on to the nested for loop. The next concept is called as nested. Now here nested means this one. For I in range of 1 to 4, j in range of 1 to 3, print I comma j. Print I comma j. Now what is the meaning of this? First, what is the first I value it is going to consider? Tell me. 1. First I is equal to, first I value is equal to 1. And it is going to execute this entire block of code. For I is equal to 1, this part will be executed. Now, if I write only this cell, what is the cell output? Nothing is there. Only this one is there. What is the output of this cell? I is equal to 1, j in range of 1 to 3, print I comma j. What is the output of this cell? First, I is equal to 1, j also will be considered as 1, and print 1 comma 1. Followed by, from here it will take the j is equal to 2. Now, what is I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1 and 2. So 1, 1, 1, 2. Up to here it is fine. Everyone? 1, 1, 1, 2. Completed? Now, the same thing, I'm copy paste. Now this time I is equal to 2. Now tell me, this part already completed. 1, 1, 1, 2. You told. What is this part? 2, 1, 2, 2. Done? Now this part again I'm copying. I'm pasting. Now for this, what is the answer? 3, 1, 3, 2. So now in this entire cell, which part was repeated? Which is repeated? These two lines is repeated as it is now. Anything difference is there in that two lines? No. So these two are repeated as it is. So for j in range of 1 comma 3, this is repeated. Print I comma j. Okay, repeated as it is. Now this part was repeated for how many times? 3 times. For what are the values it was repeated? What are the different values it has repeated? First 1, 2, 3. So for I in range of 1 to 4. Sir, instead of this one, can't I take the list of 1, 2, 3? Okay, take 1, 2, 3. Both are same. For I is equal to 1, repeated. For I is equal to 2, repeated. For I is equal to 3, repeated. Whenever you are having the sequence of numbers, go with the range. For example, first I value is equal to 11. This I value is equal to 2. This I value is 31. Now what is the answer? 11 and 1, 11, 2, 2 comma 1, 2 and 2, 31, 1, 31, 2. This is the output, right? Now this time, what is the different I values it has selected? What is the first I value? 11. What is the second I value? 2. Third I value? 31. Is the point is clear? Now can you apply range function for this one? No, I can't apply range. When you can't able to apply the range function, go with the list. When you are having the range function facility, use the range function. When you have to use the range means when you are having the sequence of numbers. Sequence of numbers are available. If the sequence of numbers are not available, in the sequential order numbers are not available, then go with the arbitrary numbers, take in a list. Sequence of numbers are available. One after one after one after one after one after. Everything are numbers are in the sequential order. What are you going to take? Then go with the range. For example, I want 1 to 10. 1 to 10 numbers I want. One option is for I in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking into a list is one option. Since it is already in the sequential order, so for I in range of 1 to 11. This is one option. Choice is yours. Both are same to same meaning. No difference. When you are having the sequence of numbers, this is the one. For example, I want to try 50, 51, 55, 56. 50, 51, 55, 56. Can I apply range function on this? No, because there is no pattern is available. Then when there is no pattern, obviously I have to take for I in 50, 51, 55, 56. Obviously I have to take list only. There is no other option for me. Second option is not available in this case. Whereas here you are having two options. But in this case, no second option. When sequence of numbers not having any kind of pattern, you have to apply automatically list of numbers. Is the point is clear? Now this one, what are this code is there? See, for example, this code, same thing I'm writing here for I in range of, instead of range, I'm going to consider for I in 11, 2 and 31. So first I value is equal to 11, execute the code. I is equal to 12, execute the code. For I is equal to 31, execute the code. And what are the output you got here? The same output. Is the point is clear? Sir, for example, I in range of, earlier you told that one more example now, sir. For I in range of 1 to 4. Now what is 1 to 4 means? What is the different I values? First one is I is equal to 1, execute. I is equal to 2, execute. I is equal to 3, execute. Now, which block is repeated for multiple times means inner block will be executed for first time, multiple times, followed by outer block. First, inner block will be executed for multiple times. Inner block has to be executed for multiple times. Once all the inner part is completed, then it will come to the outer part. Till that it will not come, because it has to come means first this part has to be completed. In the backend, this one will be executed. If you write this one and if you click on shift enter, in the backend this is working. The meaning of this one is this one. Both are same. First I is equal to 1 it will take and execute the entire things. After completing entire things, next I value will come. Up to that I value will not come. Inside for loop is there, inside while loop is there, inside infinite loop is there. First everything has to be completed for I value. After that only next I value. Internally if might be there. Internally only print might be there. Internally one more for loop might be there. Internally while loop might be there. Anything can be there. Inside the block of code, what you are writing for loop, inside the block, in this block, you may have only print. In this block, you may have if. In this block, you may have one more for. In this block, you may have while. Anything can be possible. Anything can be there inside the for loop. Now, only one thing you have to write is for I. First, you have to take the first I value, execute this entire block. Inside that block, if is that means execute if, while is that means execute while, for is that means execute for. But take the for I value first and execute. After that, I is equal to 2, execute. I is equal to 3, execute. Earlier I told you this example, first if I start the example, what is the first example I have started to explain all these things is this one. Do you remember? Even before to this, I have told you this one only. So in this, when I'm trying to explain the while loop, for loop, first example I have started only inside the block, only print is there. In my first example, only print is there. In my second example, I brought the condition, if condition. So multiple times if condition was checked in my second example. Inside the block, now what is there? If example is there. Now inside the block, what is there? Next example, if and else is there. In the next example, if and else is there inside the block. In the next example, what I'm bringing? Directly within the loop, again I'm bringing the one more for loop. So inside the block can be anything, no restriction. Only one thing is it has to be repeated. For different I value, it has to be repeated. Only one. Is the point is clear? Anyone having any questions on the nested for loop? This mean this one and this one both are same. If you have any questions, you ask. Now, tell me what is the output of this. Just a minute. Now tell me what is the output of this one. Write in the notes. First, what happens? Which one will be repeated? What is the answer? I want final answer, correct answer. Don't tell me that in a flow, sorry sir, I have not seen sir, I have forgot sir. Don't tell all these silly things. Tell me the final answer, not individual. Final answer, what is the final answer? I want how it works. According to you, how it works. First, I value, repeat the code. I is equal to, repeat the code. I is equal to, repeat the code. And what is the final answer? Completed? Everyone. Now, same thing, what are this one and this one both are same. First, I is equal to 3, repeat the code. I is equal to 4, repeat. I is equal to 5, repeat. First I is equal to 3. What happens? J in range of 2. J in range of 2 means J value is equal to 0. J value is equal to 1. First 3 plus 0, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. With this I is completed. Followed by with 4. 4 plus 0. First 3 plus 0 followed by 3 plus 1 which is 3, 4. Next 4 plus 0 which is 4. 4 plus 1 which is 5. Next 5 plus 0 which is 5. 5 plus 1 which is 6. So what is the output? 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. That is the output. Is the point is clear for everyone? First I is equal to 3. J value 0, range of 2 means 0 and 1. 2 J values are there. 2 J values are means this one will be repeated for 2 times. So first I is equal to 3, J is equal to 0 will be repeated. I is equal to 3, J is equal to 1 will be repeated. That is 3 plus 0, 3 plus 1. 4 plus 0, 4 plus 1. 5 plus 0, 5 plus 1. Everyone, any questions? Right? Now, let's take this next example. Now tell me what is the output of this. Write clearly guys. Write in your notes this one. I want this one. In your notes, I want this one. How it works. Write 1 line extra. 2 lines extra you write with your pen. Nothing will happen. Book will not be completed. Don't worry for 10 rupees. Okay, write in the notes extra. So many lines if you write also. For one particular program, if you write in 2-3 pages also, not a problem. Understanding is more important. 2-3 pages are not important. And I want the correct answer. If this is the case, how it is going to execute? What is the first I value it is going to take and how it is going to get repeated? Write that one clearly in the notes. Done? Completed? What is the answer? You have written right? Now, according to me, first I value it will take the I is equal to 0. And it is going to execute this entire block of code. Now, I is equal to 0. First, I will be fixed with 0. Now, what is the J value? First, J value is equal to 3. S is equal to I plus J, that is 0 plus 3, which is 3. Next, if I is equal to S is equal to 6, break. No, it is not condition true. Print S. Print S means what is S value? 3. So 3 will be printed. This is J is equal to 3 printed. Now J is equal to 4. That will be 0 only. 0 will not change. Only J value changes. J is equal to 4. Now S is equal to, what is I value? 0 only. 0 plus 4. What is 4? 4. Next S is equal to 4. break, no, condition not satisfied, print yes, yes, 4 will be printed. Next, I value will be 0 only, as it is. J is equal to this time 5. S is equal to 0 plus 5, 5. S is equal to 5, break, no. So print yes, 5, 5 will be printed. Next, I will be equal to 0 only, as it is. J value this time is equal to 6. S is equal to 0 plus 6, which is equal to 6. S value, if S is equal to 6, break. Break means stop that one. Which one? J loop has to be stopped. So for the I is equal to 0, what is the output you are going to get? Means 3, 4, 5. With this, I is completed. I of 0 is completed. I of 0 was completed with this, and I'm going to get 3, 4, 5 with I of 0. Now the same thing as it is will be executed one more time with, now what is the latest I value? 1. Same thing with 1. Now it is going to take here 1, and this is 4, and first 4 will be printed. After that, I is equal to 1, 5, 5 will be printed. Next, I is equal to 1, break. For the second one, what are the things it is going to print? Means 4 and 5. For I is equal to 0, 3, 4, 5 is printed. I'm writing this one separately. For I is equal to 0, 3, 4, 5 is printed. For j, I is equal to 1, only 4 and 5 is printed. So now combine these two. What is the output finally? 3, 4, 5 and 4 and 5. That is the output. Is the point is clear? Now, whenever there is a 6 break is executed, means 6 will not be printed. After break only printing is there, not before to break print is there. Print to 6, after that break not. First break. Break means 6 also will not be printed. The person whoever has written the wrong answer or with respect to anything else. Now just tell me, if I is equal to 0, have you written like this? I is equal to 0, J is equal to 3, S is equal to 0 plus, I mean, not in the side by side, may not be right in the side by side. You may write I is equal to 0, J is equal to 3, S is equal to I plus J, that is 0 plus 3, which is equal to 3. If S is equal to 3, I mean 6, break. No, break is not going to execute. Print yes. Print yes means 3 will be printed. How many of you have written like this? Whoever has got the wrong answer, how many of you have written like this, step by step? How the Python will be executed in the same way, how many have written? Whoever has got the wrong answer, whoever has got the right answer, I'm not going to ask. Whoever has got the wrong answer. Now, if I ask a silly question, why you have not written? What is the answer you are going to tell me? Sir, I want to tell the very quickly the right answer. That is the reason you have ignored all these things. Or pen will become, ink will be completed. Paper will be completed. When you are writing, energy will be completed. For what purpose you have not written? I'm testing you now. I'm not explaining now. To write the running notes, I'm not explaining, right? I'm testing you. I have given the gap, right? In the gap, why you have not written like that? You are having the tension that you will get the correct answer. Are you feeling that you will get a correct answer, and if you give the correct answer, you will be problem for you? You are feeling in that way. If you write detailedly, you will get correct answer now. That is problem now. Target is what? Giving the quickly wrong answer is the target. We'll miss the target, right? We are focusing on the time. Quickly we have to give the answer. Focusing on the time, not on the concept. Time is more important for us. Within 1 second only, we have to understand everything. Right? Time should be less, concept should be high, salary should be extraordinary. That is the only thing, right? Whether you believe or not, I am saying multiple times. Your time, how much time you are spending to write the code is directly proportional to your subject. If you spend 1 second, miss, subject also will be for 1 second only in your brain. How much time you are writing the notes is directly proportional to your subject, whether you believe or not. 100% you will believe this one, maybe not today, in the future. 100% the one day will come. But too early you will identify this one, too lately you will identify this one, that is the question mark. But 100% you will identify. Guarantee, note down. In the IT industry or staying, miss, 100% you will understand this one. That is too early or too lately. That is the only question. If you identify this logic, you will start from now only. If you identify after 10 years, from there your career growth starts. How much early you will identify this logic, that much of early you will understand the subject. Okay? So please rightly detail the notes. You are writing the notes for your sake. Many students will be there. They'll write only this one. As it is, they'll write first. Whenever the trainer asks the question, first they'll copy this one. They'll copy this one and they'll start that one, this one. Sir, this is the answer, sir. Wrong answer, sir. Who was to write the question, Ra? I'm asking how it works. Is the point is clear? And of course, I'll ask the same question. Point is clear. You'll say answer yes. When I test you, again, you'll say the wrong answer. This is common. Let's give it one more try for the same thing. Same logic, let us apply. Again, I'll ask the question. You'll say it is clear. And I will test you. You'll give the wrong answer. Now, this is the case. What is the answer? For this question, what is the answer? If you write detailedly, you will get correct answer. Whether you will write detailedly or not, that is your choice. Done? So what is the answer? First, I is equal to 0. I'm writing in my notes, I'll write like this. First, I is equal to 0, j is equal to 3, s is equal to I plus j, or if possible, I'm going to create one that in my notes, I'll create like this. This is I value. This is j value. Within the j, what are the j value? Within that, s is equal to I plus j. That is 0 plus 3. 3. S is equal to 6. No. When no, answer is 3. First 3 will be printed. I is equal to 0. J is equal to this time 4. S is equal to 0 plus 4, which is 4. S is equal to 6. Anyways, no. Inside that break, is there a continuous? Is there a forget? Now, next, what is the next value? 4. I is equal to 0. J is equal to 5. S is equal to 0 plus 5. 5. S is equal to 5. No. So print 5. 5 will be printed. I is equal to 0. J is equal to 6. After j is equal to 6, s is equal to 0 plus 6, which is 6, followed by s is equal to 6. Continue. Now it is working. Continue means directly it has to take j is equal to 7. Ignoring from there. Whatever that point it comes, below to that, whatever is there, I will not see. Directly I will go to the 7. S is equal to 0 plus 7, which is 7. S is equal to 6. No, it is not working. Next, print S. What is the S value? 7. So what it is going to, next, what is the J value? 8. 8 will not be considered. So up to J of 7. So 3, 4, 5 and 7. For I is equal to 0, I'm going to get 3, 4, 5, 7. This is for I is equal to 0. Is the point is clear? Everyone. For I is equal to 0, up to here it is clear. Only I is equal to 0 was completed. Anyone has any question with I is equal to 0? Now, same thing. Now I'm going to change with the I values. What are the different I values are there? This one. Right? Yeah. Now, I is equal to 1. J is equal to 3. S is equal to 3, 1, 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is nothing but 4. And I'm going to print 4. Next, I is equal to 1. J is equal to 4. 1 plus 4, which is 5. And printing 5. Next, I is equal to 1. J is equal to 5. 1 plus 5, which is equal to 6. S is equal to 6. Condition satisfied here. S is equal to 6. Condition satisfied. So ignore this one and go to the next. J is equal to 6. 1 plus 6, 7. So 7 is not equal to, so print 7. Followed by J is equal to 7. 1 plus 7, which is 8. S is not equal to this one. So 8. Now what is the answers I am going to get? Miss 4, 5, 7, 8 for this one. So apart from the 6, first one is 3, 4, 5, 7 for the first one. Followed by 4, 5, 7, 8 for the second one. And this is the output which I am going to have. 3, 4, 5, 7 for the I is equal to 0. 4, 5, 7, 8 for the I is equal to 1. So both the times 6 is ignored. Whenever it is 6, it is not printing the 6 and ignoring the 6 and it is continuing the next number. Is the point is clear for everyone? So in this way, this for loop with continue works. Is the point is clear? Next, coming to the next one called as for loop with else. Already we have discussed how while loop with else works in the same way. Now, next one is where we are going to use the while loop. In which case we have to use the for loop. In which case we have to use the infinite loop. These are the three questions. First, these two comes under finite. These two comes under finite. Okay, these two comes under finite loop. That is clear first. And second one is infinite loop. When you don't know how many times it has to be repeated, go with the infinite loop. When we don't know how many times it has to be repeated, go with infinite loop. When we don't know how many times it has to be repeated, go with the infinite. Example, how many number of items we have to add in the list? We don't know. The person may purchase 2 items, the person may purchase 20 items. We don't know. For example, items has to be added into the cart. How many items will be added into the cart means no restriction. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, multiple. So any person purchasing in D-Mart, number of items purchased in the D-Mart. In that case, we have to go with the infinite loop. When we don't know that one. Second example, when you want to search a particular, for example, second example, let us take like this, recording, phone recording, your video recording. I mean, in the phone video recording, what are the video recording you are doing? In the video recording, you are capturing the multiple images. Video means capturing of multiple images. How many images you are going to capture? Till you click on the stop button, we don't know. It might be 1 minute, it might be 2 minutes, it might be 3 minutes, it might be 4 minutes. How much amount of time it has to be recorded? Is that any fixed is there? When you don't know that answer, go with the while loop. For example, you have selected the video recording exactly for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, it will stop. రేపు పెట్టుకోమన్నారా రేపు ఎగ్జామ్ పెడుతున్నా ఓకే మార్నింగ్ బ్యాచ్ వర్క్ ఉంటుంది ఈవినింగ్ ఉండదు ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఈవినింగ్ వేరే ఉంది మార్నింగ్ కూడా ఓన్లీ ఇది ఒకటే 9 10:30 కూడా కుదరదు రేపు మార్నింగ్ కూడా కుదరదు మార్నింగ్ కూడా ఓన్లీ 9 o'clock దే కుదిరింది 10:30 కూడా కుదరదు నేను చెప్తాను సార్ క్లాస్ అయ్యాక okay, is the point is clear guys? So when we don't know how many times it get repeated, we, in that case we are going to have the infinite loop, right? Now coming to the finite means limited number of times. When we know that it has to be repeated for 5 times, when we know that it has to be repeated for 10 times, in that case we are going to select this one, that is called as while loop or for loop. Okay, now when you want to extract directly the value without using the indexing, when you want to extract directly the value without using the indexing, go with the for loop. For example, L is equal to 25, 30, 40. You are having like this. You want to extract L value 25. First you want to take the 25. For taking the 25, 2 options are there. Directly you can take, indirectly you can take. Indirectly how you can take? By using the index number. Now when you are working with the for loop, you can write directly for I in L. For I in L means it takes directly the I value, directly the value, and it is, you are writing print I. The print I means directly it is taking the value. Now the same thing when you are using the while loop, you have to take I is equal to 0 and you have to take while I value less than or equal, less than in terms of 3, because 3 items are there. Okay, and next you have to take print of L of I. print L of I, where I is equal to I plus 1. Now in this case also you'll get the 25, 30, 40. In this case also you'll get the same thing. Now in this case what happened is you are extracting through indexing. Index numbers you are using and you are selecting the value. In this case directly you are selecting the value. When you want to go through indexing, go with the while. If you want to go directly with the value, go with the for. For some examples, for will be easy. For some examples, whiles will be easy. According to your choice, you can choose out of these two, whichever you are comfortable. Okay, if I take this example, for this example, this one is easier, this one is easy means for loop is easy. Every example for loop only will be easy means no. There will be some examples where while loop will be easy. So this will be selected based on your requirement. These things will be selected based on your requirement. Whereas infinite loop is when you don't know how many times it has to be repeated, then obviously you have to go with the infinite only. Is the point is clear? Done. If you are having any questions, you can ask. And in the tomorrow's class, we are going to continue with the functions. Okay. Tomorrow Saturday, we are having the class. Okay. Since I have taken the yesterday no class now, for that I'm going to take the class tomorrow, and you will have the class tomorrow, and also you will have the exam tomorrow. Tomorrow there is an exam, not in your class time. It is a different time. I will tell you. Okay. Whoever are having the free time, you can come for offline. If you're not having the free time at that time, take in the online. Okay. How you have to take everything I'll explain in the tomorrow's class. Okay. Just practice the for loops. Yeah. I'm going to upload the answers of the task. What are the for loop and while loop? Did I share the task? Other than assignment, did I share the task? Okay, I'm going to upload the task also for loops, for practicing more examples for loops and while loops. So please complete that one also. Just give me 1 minute. Just check your drive, and I have just now uploaded the for loop and while loop related task. Related to for loops and related to while loops, I have uploaded the task. Please check once now. If it is available, please complete the task of for loops and while loops. Complete the task. Okay, I'm going to upload the solutions by end of the day. Okay, there is 2 separate PDFs are available. One is for loops and one is for while loops. Done. Please complete the task. Yeah, tomorrow we are having the class, and along with that exam also, but exam is different time. Morning class time is class only, exam time is different. That is different time. And I'm going to explain how you have to take the exam. Both offline and online students, I will tell you how to take the exam.